Okay, good. The recording has started. Great. So I've actually narrowed down my watch list. You guys are all familiar with the Mag 7 and the SPY and AMD, all that stuff I've been trading. Now it's just Tesla, Apple, Nvidia, AMD, and the SPY. So instead of 9 tickers, I'm down to 5 now. The strategy and all that's the same. It's just less tickers here. And my thinking behind it is, you guys have seen previously where I had liquidity issues with the options, something like Google where I couldn't get out of it, or something like Meta where the spread is just horrific to get in and out. So I've eliminated those few tickers, and I'm just going to stick to these. That's the only reason for it. It's not that those stocks don't trade well or something. It's just that I'm running into liquidity problems. So yeah, fewer tickers, but still the market's an absolute gold mine. I still expect to see 20 setups every day, as usual. So that's the only real big difference. Mahindra PLTR, you want to know PLTR? I don't look at that stuff. I don't trade any of that stuff because I only trade options, and I'm looking for liquidity in options. That's it. So I'm not bothered with it, and therefore also my strategies also don't require a major catalyst or big gap and stuff like that. I'm not trading catalyst stocks. I'm just trading these stocks that basically have been in catalyst for the last 5 years anyway. So they're in play every day. So I'm not really chasing opening volatility. I'm looking for 30-minute setups. You can see here on the SPY, the setup's already very good. 8 a.m. candles. Consolidation, it's doing a breakout now. So at the open, comes down, bounces off of that level. That'd be the retest, and off you go long. Nvidia's the other one that looks good too. Same thing, identical. So for now, that's all I see. Oh, I see AMD. AMD's not as good. Well, that's it. So SPY and Nvidia, long at the open, as long as they come down and bounce off the level. But we still have time to the open, so let's see. Yeah, so trading's going to be more mellow for me, basically, with less to watch. And that always makes it more mellow. So we have about 7 or 8 minutes to the open. We got a lot of new guys in here. Welcome, guys. Let me know if you all have any questions before the opening bell. I have really got nothing on my mind. Just sit and wait. Welcome, Raf. Good to have you in here. Can't hear you, Raf. You're mute. You're all muted. Everyone in here is muted.
Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, I'm delighted, man. This is awesome. I hope you feel better. What are you going to hang for like an hour and go back to bed?
Maybe. Yeah. Tray a bit, go to bed, and then I got the session in the webinar room today, so
That's
do
right.
that, go back to bed again, and I'll probably wake up in 2 hours because I can't sleep, and I'll come trade to close, and then go to bed again.
Are you doing any drugs like NyQuil or Dayquil? Because when I get sick, I have to take those.
Yeah, no, I'm very much against drugs in that sense. I've been on all these home remedies, lots of teas and honey and turmeric and ginger, all this stuff. It's like I'm overloading my liver with these things that I'm digesting nonstop. But that's how I work. It's great. It works really well for me. Even right now, I got hot water with lemon and honey.
All right.
Keep my liver in check. I prefer that. If I'd gone to the doctor, I probably should have. Most people are telling me to go like a week ago. If I went, I'd be still on antibiotics right now, and I'd be down for another 5 days or something. I don't like that. I just don't at all. But the body is strong enough. It takes care of it. You just got to survive through it. A little bit of painkillers along the way. Panadol helps if the fever gets too high. And that's it. Just toughen up and get through it, basically.
Yeah. Hang in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I haven't looked at the markets. I haven't paid attention to anything except in our Discord, the few screenshots and stuff you guys been putting up. Other than that, I have no idea. And it's been good. It's refreshing to get away from it. I got away from it even in Canada for 2 weeks. So it's been 3 weeks away, really, which is refreshing. You get to reflect on how you used to trade and if you want to continue that way or how you want to change things and your appetite for risk to reward, how do you expand it, all those sorts of things. Always come back with a more refreshed kind of energy for day trading. It's kind of how I'm feeling now. So That's good. Enjoying it.
You know, I just finished your webinar from some time ago on naked trading, and I noticed that you were mostly using the daily, but here you're using the 30-minute, and you have been talking about using the 30-minute more often these days. But what about your 5-minute chart?
Yeah, I've moved away from all of those. I've settled into the 30-minute and the 1-minute. So I'm doing fractal patterns on the naked charts. So effectively just looking for setups on the 30-minute. If the setup is there, then I'll zoom into the 1-minute and look for a setup there in the same direction and try and get an entry on the 1-minute and then just wait for it to go to the next level or wait for it to stop me out. That's it. There's only two things I can have. That's it. Just keep it really simple and try not to mess with the trade while you're in it. As in, either it stops you out or it goes. And you mess with it, that's when I tend to make mistakes. It's hard with the SPY. The SPY is the trickiest thing out there to trade. That's where I overmanage it intentionally. The other tickers, I don't really care too much. Just let it run. But yeah, that's the strategy. Naked fractals. Not much to it.
I'm going to watch NVIDIA today.
Yeah, NVIDIA is interesting. It's already good. Here you go, guys. So you see the breakout happened after it consolidated right below the level. The breakout happened. And on the 1-minute, what you want to see also is the same thing. You can see a consolidation, quite a large one, especially right before the breakout. The consolidation before the breakout sets up for a good breakout. And it did a retest already at 9:10 or so. Doing another one right now. Ideally at the open, it opens somewhere where it is right now. And comes down, bounces off the level. That's where you take your entry long. And then the target is the next level, which is around 117. Was it 117.20 or so? So just sit and hold. And the SPY is already gone. Ah, look at that. It's like halfway to the target already. But again, the whole thing about breakouts, this is a really good setup. See this setup, consolidation, then the breakout. That's what you really want. Consolidations below the breakout level always set up for better breakouts than just a breakout that just goes right through a level. Those are more likely to come back. This one consolidates, then goes. That's important. And even though it's already halfway to the target, if it comes back and bounces off this 543 area at the open, I'll take a long here. I'll call that a retest of the breakout and then go up. And looking at these levels, it seems really, really tight. I would like to target the next level up. But it is a SPY, so I'll probably take a lot of it off at the first level and see if it wants to continue, add it back. Let's see. But for now, this is it. No, NVIDIA, look at that, went the other way. Oh, no. So you'll trade the pre-market. The breakout looked good for a bit. Into the 1-minute, there it is, straight down, something happened. So we have about a minute and a half to the open. This one looks invalid to me now, NVIDIA. Apple is interesting. Apple, let's see what happened here. Consolidation, breakouts coming back now. Let's see if Apple bounces off this area right at the open. It could be good. It'd have a minute to go. So now, more than anything else, I'm going to shift to Apple and SPY. Yeah, 1-minute charts for Apple and SPY. Where are the calls and puts? I haven't traded in a while now to look at which column is calls and which is puts. Wow. Okay. So on the left side we have calls, right side we have puts. And 0 DTE. Okay, I prefer to trade the SPY than Apple if I can, because you get these 0 DTE options out of the money. You can go out of the money, and you load up on excess volatility, which is what I like. All right, so about a minute to go, guys. So I'm going to watch the SPY primarily, and the Apple as well. Apple's oddly enough in a better place to get an entry right now. SPY would be a better trade. And that's it. Nothing else for now. Just going to take it easy and wait for it. There we go. It opened. Look at that. Okay, SPY coming straight down to the level, bouncing off, getting long here, out of the money contracts, and I've put on a decent size, pretty good. 200 contracts for now. It's mildly late entry. I'm like 4 seconds late on it, but it's okay. Let it rip to the next level up. Oh, Tesla broke out. Somebody catch that. Ugh. Totally didn't see it. Apple wants to go as well. We get into all this stuff. I'm going to try and put a stop in place for this because I want to watch other stuff. All right, so stop in place on the SPY. I want to watch Apple, see if I can get into it. Get these contracts loaded. 212.50. Yeah, Apple wants to rip. I'm loaded up on Apple as well. So long Apple, long SPY, 2 positions long. Apple looks good to go. Basically on full risk on both these positions. Kind of tricky to add in. So there we go. Long Apple, long SPY. Let's see what happens. Tesla's really interesting, guys. Ooh, it's not likely to pull back and give you an entry. No, Apple's going the other way. Who caught Tesla? That's the one that really went. Shit. Oh, well, let's see. Still in these positions. Still waiting. Yeah, they're going the other way. So both my positions are going the other way. Gotta watch Apple carefully here. Stop is below the open. I should stop there. Okay, so I took the stop on Apple. And the SPY is still good, and it's bouncing. This could be interesting. I might actually take this one. Yeah, go back long on SPY. Where is it? This one. So I'm re-entering this position here on the SPY. This way it stops in place. Otherwise, you blow stuff up. Look at Apple. It's just going the other way. Oof. Yeah, Apple's crazy. Tesla did a really good run, and it looked good to continue. But for now, 261, guys, that's a pretty heavy area, it looks like. Watch that. Huh? Tesla's really heavy up there. Oof, Apple is so weak. Who caught the Apple short? Man, I just went the wrong direction.
Not me.
Oh, wow. Tesla long and Apple short. These are 2 trades that I didn't see them coming at all, but they're there. They're very good. Ooh, the SPY is so hard to watch. It's very interesting. See, the SPY is all contradictory. I don't know what the hell it wants to do. These candles are so hard to read. I'll stop out of this if it really makes a new low. I haven't put a stop in place. I just got my finger on the trigger here to get out. And then catch the second move if this doesn't work. Oof, the Apple is dragging everything down. It looks like. What is it doing? All right, yeah, I'm out of SPY here. This is no good. All right, you gotta sit and wait. None of these are working. Tesla is actually the most interesting one. See that? If it comes down and bounces, it's really a good one. I'm gonna load up on Tesla. See what happens here. 260 contracts would be good. Slightly out of the money. Tesla bouncing off of this area would be great. Dollar contract. Yeah, there it goes. Okay, here we go. Getting on to Tesla going long. The breakout happened. I'm basically getting in on the retest. And the target is, well, further out there around 263. But you know, Tesla, these things just rips. I'm gonna put the top in place and let it sit. Alrighty. Where's the stop? Is that the right place? Oops. I got the stop in the wrong place. All right, gotta watch it. Basically, a new low would be the stop on Tesla from the opening price. It was about 258. It drops 258, I'll stop out. But if it finds higher lows, would be places to add. Gotta find a good way to stop in place. Go Tesla. Man, the SPY is so interesting. I may re-enter this again. It's very interesting. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at here. See that it's pushing down, but realistically, it's not. It should have gone by now. It really should have gone. I'm looking only at longs, not at shorts. On 30-minute perspective, the short is not on for the SPY. Oh man, Tesla going the other way again. Okay. I'll let that one go. Stopped out. All right, so 4 attempts now, stopped out on all of them. Just gotta wait. At the moment, nothing's in the right place. SPY needs to be above 543. Let's see if it comes up there, then I'll go long. So on a 30-minute picture, consolidation, looking for the breakout. On the other hand, if it goes to the bottom, this 538 area, what happened is then it's done a false breakout, which leads to a breakout on the other side. So if it really gets down there, I'll go short. But where it is right now in the middle between these lines, I don't want to touch it. Let's look at Tesla as well. Same idea. Don't want to touch it in between. What was the other one? What did I trade? Apple. Yeah, same idea. Oh, Apple's interesting. Let's. Does anyone catch anything? We have Apple doing an excellent short. Tesla looked very strong up front and now weak. SPY is just hard to read as always. We have NVIDIA right at its bottom. That's cool. AMD. I don't know what that wants. All right, no setups for now. Everything's kind of not in a place to trade. I'm still watching for. If you like fractal patterns the way I used to do it, you would go long NVIDIA somewhere here. As in, this is like in 2023, I used to trade like this, where you have support down here. Now it's back at support. If you find some sort of double bottom or reversal signal right now in this 112.60 area, you go long. So you're looking at this chart on a 1-minute chart down here, you go long somewhere. That fractal pattern is the way I used to trade it. I'm not doing that. I'm looking at Tesla and SPY for longs. Here we go. Here comes the reversal. I'm still waiting. I still gotta wait 2 more minutes until it decides. Yeah, at least DOS is working. Last time I tried to trade, DOS was a mess. Could not even see where the chart was or where the price was. There we go. Tesla looking interesting again.
Water-filled.
The SPY has no strength in it at all. Nothing is telling you it's going to go long on the SPY except the 30-minute chart. But the 1 minute's not confirming anything. Tesla's the most interesting thing. There we go. Tesla. Oops. There we go. Looking for a breakthrough in this area. What option should we go to? 62. Oh yeah, we can go out of the money on this. Okay. So there's this level here. It's basically broke down, retesting, short. What I'm looking for is if Tesla breaks upwards towards 260, then there's a long there. I have no interest in shorting anything, even though everything's going down. It's not set up. On 1 minute charts, you might find setups here, but On a 30-minute, I don't see anything good.
So even if you now see a short signal on the 1 minute on AMD, for example, you still wouldn't go short because 30 minutes shows long.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not going to be a good short for me.
And
I
when
don't
you
trust the 1 minute chart for setups. Setups are, for me, they're on the 30-minute. If the 30-minute gives me a particular setup, it tells me a particular direction, then step two is looking at the 1 minute chart.
so
Just for
if
context.
you go short today, you see something bearish on a 30-minute.
Yeah. Has to be a big setup on a 30-minute chart. Which for now, not the way I trade. I mean, you could see them, but on 30-minute charts for the Wyckoff stuff, false breakouts on the long side, so it's a short on the other side. But I'm not trading that strategy. I stopped trading that. It's not as reliable as what I'm doing here with the new strategies. But I mean, these shorts are working nicely if you guys are in shorts. It's just not my thing right now. SPY was an excellent setup for the false breakout, but I'm not taking that. Let's see. We have Tesla is actually the one setting up better than anything else. AMD's already gone. I don't like the look of NVIDIA. Apple, not really. Tesla's the one. Short. If you look at Tesla here, it consolidated down here at the bottom. It just did a false breakout, pushed up false breakout, coming down to the bottom again where it previously consolidated. This could be an interesting breakout. If this really goes short, I think this will be a very heavy short. But also, again, on a bigger picture, you see Tesla did a big bullish move, and then it's just choppy, right? So it's just going to be choppy in the zone, maybe. A smaller perspective, you're just looking at the pre-market area. This could be a good short. Let's see. I'm not going to just catch the breakout now going short here. I'll wait for it to consolidate before taking a short. So let it go. Give it some time. Yeah, Apple is interesting. Oh, wait a sec. Apple's there too. Is it? Oh, not really, no. No, Apple's not there. Let's see what Tesla wants to do. This market doesn't know what it wants. Gap up and then go short. Those are funny days. When you talk about ORB plays and the way 1 minute ORBs work best is when there's a gap, let's say a gap up, and then you have a 1 minute ORB going up. Everything's pointing upwards. Those are very powerful. But when you have a gap up and then things start going down, then you gotta be more careful. Again, that's the opening volatility stuff. Again, I'm not really playing that, but if you're playing opening volatility, those are the things you want to watch. I'm just looking at 30-minute patterns. And realistically, we have, what do we have? About 12 more 30-minute candles in the day, or whatever it is. I don't know, so many more, 20 more candles. So there's so much more to trade. I'm watching Tesla closely here. If it's going to break out, let it go. Wait for it to come back and retest this 255 area before I'll put a short on it. So I was quite confident putting longs on, but the shorts, I'm not so confident with them because of the patterns. I'm going to wait for confirmation.
Wow.
Where did it go? Apple, AMD already made a move. Look at that. Let's give it a wait. Just gonna wait. So who caught these shorts? What are you guys talking about? Sure, you got AMD. Nice. That one really moved. Roadship, you got Apple and Google. Nice. I'm not even watching Google anymore these days. And Amazon. Oscar, you got Amazon as well. Nice. Again, that's one of those that I've removed. Amazon, Google, Meta, Microsoft are all gone. I'm not even watching them anymore. Cool. I bet they probably went short, just like everything else here. This is interesting. Here comes Tesla. Let's watch this. I've traded this before on the long side. Oh, I might want to take a long here. Is there a long in this?
partially filled.
Oh,
Fully filled.
is there a long in this? This will be nuts if I can take it long here. It's tricky. This is really tricky on Tesla. I'm tempted for the long, but it's not an ideal setup on a 30 minutes. So I'm gonna let it go. It's gonna get choppy in this area. I'm not gonna touch it.
MTSR.
Someone got a hot mic. Here we go. Tesla getting messy. I gotta say, this is quite nice watching fewer tickers. So much easier. Or maybe I'm just numb from painkillers. I don't know. Just whatever. It is nicer. It's much easier to watch, less tickers. The problem with those other ones was really the spread. So when I'm taking options positions, I'm always a bit hesitant about the spread. And then I struggle to put on the kind of risk I want to put on. But with these, Tesla, Nvidia, SPY, Apple, it's not so difficult to just load up on contracts. Not so difficult at all.
If Tesla makes a new low, are you going to short it?
Thinking to short it right now. Yeah, this looks like this is the new low. I like the look of this. Yeah, let's get in on this. This was the better setup. I don't want to really go long in this area, and you can see it where it came down, retested up in this 255.50 zone. Off it goes. All right, loaded up in decent size. The market's slower now than it was before. Just gonna put in some stops and try not to watch it.
Add on.
7.4-ish. And the target is on the 250 area. It's probably massive liquidity down there. Got this, make sure I got all the positions in the right place. That's only one position for now. There we go. Yep. Tesla, let it run. 250. I've got 252. Yeah, it's just out of the money. There we go. SPY, not really the good setup for the short. I mean, none of them are great. Tesla's the best of the lot. I'll show you guys what I see on Tesla. It's a really good setup, actually, from the Wyckoff perspective. But anyways, what you have is this whole pre-market consolidation area. You can see the consolidation down here, a few false breakouts, but it never really pushed up. It took a long time before it really pushed up off of this level. So you can see here that the bears are really in charge, as in the bulls took forever to push it up. When they finally got going, got to the next level, and it did a false breakout. They tried to break out, but the bears again were like not having any of this. So the false breakout is basically it went up, it came back into the range. Once you have the false breakout, you can anticipate a breakout on the other side. Also, after that consolidation that happened there. So, you can be quite confident about the short off of this 255 area going down to the next level. So that's basically what I'm seeing here. Then that's just the 30-minute. On the 1 minute, once it comes down here, you can watch what's happening. It gives you a breakout setup, a reverse ABCD, or a retest of breakout, something like that. You can short it. So I've taken the short, and now it's just sitting there. Let's see if it goes. Again, guys, no matter what the setups are, even absolute perfect setups often fail. So you got to remember that. No matter what happens with the market, you don't control what happens after you put on the position. It's none of your business what happens after that. All you got to do is put on the right risk, put on the right stop, and let it go. There we go. Is that my stop yet? Yeah, there you go. Close enough. Might stop, might not. I have no idea. My stop is basically above here, about this 256 area. Yeah. There it is. If it gets to 256, I'll be out of it. Otherwise, it's going down for 50. So that's Tesla. Nvidia is interesting. Let's see. Nvidia is doing a retest of a breakout. If you guys like that, here's another one. See that? Breakout, retest. If it was rejecting this area, there's a short in there too. There's a lot going on here.
Yeah, Meta's tanking.
Is it? Oh, man. Yeah, cool. That's another one I'm not even watching. Yeah, Shane, go ahead.
This portion of the day where it's, first 30 minutes, we had our false breakout, like you said, and it's kind of made the initial move. This is where I'm seeing myself getting stopped out a lot because it's kind of made the move and you're trying to get that continuation. What should I be looking for to? I'm thinking avoid this sort of area, but guess what should be my conviction at this point of the day to say, is this going to be a good point to reverse or the continuation? Because right now we're hitting like these low pre-market areas besides some of the ones that really took off.
Yeah, what you really want to do is stay out of the mess. Just have a very firm description of your setup and your patterns. So, for example, if you're playing pre-market breakouts, then you have your pre-market levels, highs and lows, and you're just looking for those breakouts. And that could happen in the first 5 minutes, or it could happen 5 hours later. You don't know. So, rather than having definitions about stopping at certain times of the day, I recommend having specific strategies that'll keep you in or out of the market, just based on the strategy. That's how I prefer to do it, rather than going with times of days and stuff. The only thing that I look at when it comes to time of day is the speed of the market. So at the open, things move faster and things tend to slow down later. As long as you're kind of in sync with how fast things move, so you'll get opportunities more often early on, and also it'll go to your targets faster, or you'll stop out faster. Compared to later in the day, those setups will still come, but they'll come every 30 minutes rather than every 5 minutes. And also take a while longer to get to those targets. So the speed of the market's important when you're trading different times of the day. Other than that, just to keep it very, very simple, just stick to patterns, setups, specific setups. If you're doing this ABCD setups, then just wait for them to set up at levels. And if you stop out, that's okay. You can take 5 or 10 1-hour losses. All you need is 2 5-hour winners and you're fine. So try and think of it that way. I think that would help rather than trying to get too technical about it and finding magic indicators, because there are no magic indicators. I'd recommend, just do it that way.
I just keep catching myself seeing the move and then waiting for the continuation. And as expected, this point of the day, we're kind of resting. We did our sprint, and now we're going to rest before we do our next move. I'm trying to avoid that rest period.
So stay out of the first, I think just to not get overwhelmed, stay out the first 15 minutes, because it's fast. It's momentum.
Yeah.
It's like settlements and stuff happening, so just let it be. Stay out of the first 15, and things dramatically slow down after that. So for most people, that helps a lot, just sitting out. And it'll slow down more and more. And you can even take bigger and bigger sizes later in the day as the day goes on, and trading just gets bigger. So try that. That might help. Just sit it out. That way you don't get all this anxiety as well early on. And you avoid the chop and all this stuff. Things are messy right now. I can't tell anything. Except AMD. Oh, crap. Hold on, AMD. What am I looking at? Oh, no. I'm going to go long AMD. Did I stop Tesla? Yeah, it's up. Stop Tesla. Hey, what happened there? I'm already down 100K. There. Okay. Anyways, let's take the next one. AMD at... Ooh, AMD is really interesting. It's a bounce off of yesterday's high, or previous day's high. We have $2, $3. Yeah, this is a good one. And it's very slow. I can show you guys what I'm looking at here. You have AMD gapped up, and right now it's bouncing off of previous day's high. That's a really good one. So that was resistance, broke out, turning it into support. That's what you want to see. As long as you're seeing that bounce happen, it already happened. You have the 1 minute chart, so you're getting a little higher low here. It's going to be slow. Taking this one, put the stop below, just got to let it run all day. Very, very slow to get up to close to 100. 96, 95, 96 is fine. I can take the 96 contract here. $60, 60. Okay, there we go. AMD, there we go. Didn't expect I'll be getting into this. I can take actually, I don't like these contracts so cheap because you got to take a bigger size, and commissions do become a problem with these options. It's all right. Put on the size on AMD. I'm going to let it run.
Google's almost at high a day.
Is it? Cool, man. Take a look then. High of day break is an opportunity for that. Again, I'm not watching it at all. There's a stop which should be down here, which is about there. 250.
With Google is it made the ABCD, but by the time you get into the D range, you're at high day. And
Yeah.
your RVR is nothing.
Google. I haven't even looked at it. Yeah, it depends on how you calculate your targets. Anyways, cool. So I'm in AMD long and nothing else for now. Still waiting for the next opportunity. Tesla was a real disaster, huh? Up and down and backwards and forwards and shit. At first it was incredibly strong and then it went one level to the next. Look at this thing. Wicks on both sides.
Avi, for AMD, isn't that a 30-minute bearish candle?
Yeah, it is. But I'll
The
show you what I'm
long-
looking at here. What I'm looking at is a real fractal pattern setup again. Well, look at it this way, just a retest of a breakout. The breakout happened, just don't see it. It was a gap. It was a serious gap. And this is the breakout level right here. You can see it's even one of the measured move levels. It's also aligns nicely with yesterday's high right there. Comes down and starts to bounce off. Take the bounce. The stop is below. Now this, I'd call this a reversal in a smaller picture, which also tells you that it's going to be a pain in the ass to manage. This thing is going to chop around and mess around before it even gets back up to this 97, 98 area. So it might take hours. This is the kind of thing you put it on and then you come back to it. Check your account later, tomorrow or something. The target is not 96 up here. It's back up in the opening price. Once it gets up in the 97 area, I'll look at it again, which might be 30 minutes. It might be 3 hours. I have no idea. So just let this one sit. Just another retest of a breakout. Well, what's after that? Yeah, things are messy, messy, messy. Oh yeah, guys, how was last week? Was with DOS? Did it stabilize for the rest of the week? So I remember Monday and Tuesday was a mess.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, no problems with the servers and slow quotes and all that stuff. Couldn't even trade last Monday. Tried to, and it was just so messy. I just closed out the positions quickly. But at least things look normal now.
What are you doing? Get out of here.
This is great. You get more trading in daylight during daylight hours. It used to be dark just a few weeks ago in Dubai. Now getting into summer, we have sunshine. Okay. Excuse me. Ooh. Wow.
Good morning, Avi.
Morning. Been a while.
Yeah, how are you? What happened to you?
Oh, I don't know what happened, man. Vancouver happened, I guess. It's got all kinds of sick. Great big
Like
mess.
are you sick or?
I was sick. I'm claiming that I'm not sick anymore. I'm just about tired of being sick, so might as well show up and pretend not to be sick. That's kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah, I saw the pictures. You guys had lots of fun.
Yeah. It was good. You missed out. You should have come. It was a really
Maybe
good
one
event.
day.
Yeah. Make the trip. It's worth it.
Well, because I don't count myself as a like a trader, successful trader yet. When I will.
Okay. Well, there's lots of people there who've never even heard of trading that just came to figure it out. There's lots of people there who've been trading who never made money in trading. There's lots of successful traders who are there. There's all kinds of people. So yeah, it's for everyone.
Mm-hmm. These days, my problem is when my one of my trade book works very well for a long time, and then I have overconfidence, like, oh, I know it's gonna go, and then I miss the stop loss. Okay, maybe it's gonna bounce, and then make stop loss, and then all of a sudden I just froze. Like, what happening? And I lose a lot of money. So sometimes it's very, very overconfident.
Yeah, that's a troublesome thing, isn't it? You can have confidence, and also you can feel like crap, depending on whether you're winning and losing. And that is, it's a human thing. I get it, but it actually has no place in trading, because whether you're winning or losing, it shouldn't change how you feel about your trade book, because you will have winners and losers in your trade book. It's a part of trading. It's a business of probabilities, right? So you got to accept your losing streaks and your winning streaks without being impacted. And then you actually give yourself an opportunity to elevate your trading to the next level, to be able to take on bigger trades, bigger sizes, more complex stuff with bigger rewards, all that stuff. So you really got to think of it that way, because we get all emotional, and then we try and control things to control our emotions. None of that works. That works in other aspects of life, in human nature and stuff. I get it. But in day trading, we got to kind of step away from being a human being. You gotta ignore that whole emotional state that we tend to live in all the time, just being human beings. You gotta detach. The P&L has nothing to do with anything. The market movement or the catalyst or the volatility has nothing to do with your emotions. It should be detached. Once you start functioning from a place of detachment and that kind of awareness, then, I can tell you, nothing will break you in trading. You can have massive winners and massive losers, and it's just another day. It's no big deal. So
Well, when I have a massive loser, I blame myself, right?
Yeah, for what? You can blame yourself if you didn't execute correctly. That makes sense. But you're blaming yourself for your trades not working out, even though you executed your trade book. Now you're just hurting yourself, unnecessarily. So you really gotta reconcile that reality of trading. It's kind of how
Because
it
every time I feel like, okay, I get it and everything is fine. That's
works.
when the thing happened. Like last Thursday and Friday was like crazy. I lost a lot.
Yeah. So again, it's not something that you can just do overnight, but you got to work on it. I recommend meditation and putting yourself outside your comfort zone regularly, getting used to that. These are important things. Then you can really elevate. Otherwise, you're gonna get stuck in this cycle, where you have winners and you feel good, you get overconfident, you make losers, you feel like crap, you change your trade, but you come back, you make more losers. Now you don't know what you're doing, and then you're gonna give me a call again. So please don't do that. But that's the nature of this business we're in. It really will go in any direction, and it's none of your business. Really, it's none of your business what direction it goes in. You could win, you could lose, as long as you keep doing the same thing, no matter what happens. In the end, you'll be just fine. You gotta detach. Again, just detach. Can you control the weather? No, you can't. But still, people get upset about the weather being rainy or snowy. I'm like, what the hell is that about? Wasting your time doing that. Don't do that. So try and think of things that way. You can't control this. Don't try to control it, and it should not control you, which is the biggest problem we all seem to have here.
Yeah, at control sometimes. Because sometimes I get out when my profit target is, and then when I get out, it seems like it's going forever up there. Like on Wednesday, it's like $10 up after I got out. Wow.
Careful with that. You gotta be careful.
And then next one, I was worrying. I didn't take my profit. What had happened? It just hit the profit target and went down. Wow, that's what happening. It's crazy market.
What happens? You can't control these things. Just let it go. It's either gonna go or it's not gonna go. What are you gonna control it? Not at all. So I took a long on Tesla now. I see a good setup. I think it might go to the target, but it may not. So that's why I have a stop in place, right? Simple as that. It will go.
You're long on Tesla right now?
Yeah, I just took a long just a moment ago. And the stop is about one candle prior, about two, just below 258 approximately. I'm still trying to get the stop in the right place. I want it below 258, so below that candle, it should be, yeah, it's approximately there. So, yeah, oops, where is it? Tesla, there it is. Still looking for the breakout, this whole area near the top. So a lot of indecision, volatility in the first 30 minutes, and then the breakout. The AMD position is on its way. I may actually add into it. It's looking interesting.
SPY is moving.
Yeah, I see that too. Yeah, thanks. I'm watching that as well. That's a good one. That might be the same as Tesla. Tesla popped up first, so I took that first. Ah, shit, I'm gonna run out of buying power again. I had this problem before.
That's what I did.
Even with a few tickers, I still have this buying power issue. 244, 250, I have a 50-cent stop on this. Let it come back. Gotta wait for this to come back. We got, whoops, 1 minute chart. Here we go. All right, the same setup. The hard part on SPY, like you guys know, I'm trying to work on is to try and hold this thing for targets because it's really squirrely, it's really messy, it's really hard to hold. But I have to get over that somehow. If I take this trade, it has to be to 50-cent stop on this. Yeah, that thing. I'm really watching it closely. I want to take the breakout on the SPY. Let's see. Yeah, it's bouncing off of that one. Where's it bouncing? Trying to see where the buyer is on this candle. It's a good entry right about now, but I don't know for sure. I want that buyer to really push up through 543. I've got 543, 544 contracts are good. Yeah. Let's see what happens. Buyer was down here. See if that buyer really holds. I see it right here, about 542.30. Tesla's a pain. It's not working at all. Tesla stopped me. Yeah, probably close to stopping. AMD is going to take a while. All right, this is a good zone for the SPY. It really is. Could provide a good breakout, or if it doesn't, then it's just not going to go anywhere, I think. It's going to get just choppy. I think there's an opportunity here somewhere. I can put the stop halfway of this big candle. That would actually be good. You know what? I'll do that. Let's get long here on, wait, how many contracts do I have on it? SPY. Yeah. Oh, okay, I'm fully invested. I ran out of buying power. Okay, so for the stop, it's decently wide. 225. All right. Put it there. All right, there we go. So the SPY is there. I got the position on long. Let's watch the other two. Got AMD. That's in the money. That's okay. Tesla. That's messing around. Not close to my stop. All right. So long AMD, long Tesla, long SPY, and all these positions. Just gotta let them sit. Tesla looks like the most dangerous one for now, as in most likely to stop out. Other than that, they either go or they don't. And oddly enough, NVIDIA looks like it could go down. See that? NVIDIA broke out, looking at the retest. But again, the breakout, if you look at this setup on the 30-minute, you don't have a really good consolidation anywhere down here before the breakout. You have a false breakout on the other side, twice actually. But, didn't really do a, what do you call it, consolidation before the breakdown. Things to be aware of. All right, so let this sit. I have no idea what's going to happen here. Anyways, so guys, another 20 minutes or so in this session, and then 11 a.m. I'll be in the BBT webinar room doing a mentorship session in there. So come on in there and say hi. We'll have some fun. Other than that, let me know what's on your minds. I got nothing on my mind again because I can't do anything right now. fully invested and just letting these positions run. What am I missing here? Yeah, Rock, go ahead. What you got?
Yeah, I know you're not paying a lot of attention to NVIDIA. I am, and even though you have it up on the screen, but I thought it might break down and close that gap, and it didn't quite get there. And I did catch a short on it, but I feel like it's in this place where I can only scalp. I really can't pick a direction. What's your thought about that?
Yeah, it's messy. It's really messy. It could get almost well, it did get the gap, didn't it? Previous day's high. We got versus
It did. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it did.
Yeah. I think it's messy. It gapped up and then it basically broke down through the pre-market area. And then it started bouncing off previous day's high. Now that's a place, a lot of times I've taken longs over there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing. I wasn't sure whether I could trust it or not.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust it. It's just a mess. It's giving you all kinds of contrary signals.
Yeah.
Gapped up and then weak, but then bouncing off yesterday's highs. And at least for the levels I look at, it's not even respecting those levels. Like yesterday's high is not aligned with one of the levels I look at. So
also there's the pre-market low and it's dropped below that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's sitting down there right now. So it's a mess. Don't bother. It doesn't have to be in play every day. Actually, Apple is a much better short opportunity, I think, than NVIDIA. You can see Apple breaking down, and it's got a long way to go. Basically, if you're looking at the previous day, and even the levels I look at, it's got lots of risk to reward in it. If you're able to see this as a breakdown. So let's see, get straight to the level, big consolidation, broke low of day, may have been an entry, may come back up and test that previous low, about 206.10 or so. That would be the entry around the 206 area. Go short for about 202.50. That'll take a few hours to go, but man, that'll be good. If that goes, that'd be really good.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Have fun. Look at this. What am I missing in the chat? What are you guys typing up here? What time are we? TSLL. Sorry, too much hot tub. Peter said. Peter has no idea. He never joined us in the hot tub. What does he know about hot tubs? Huh? Oh man. Never too much hot tub. It was too much pushing my limits without giving myself time to rest. I think I have to finally acknowledge that I've become a middle-aged man. I'm just not that young punk anymore where I can do whatever I want. My body will always recover. It just doesn't do that anymore. I don't know. It's so weird. I'm not used to this.
Yeah, man. We should acknowledge that. I did.
This fucking sucks. I'd like to just go and
Oh man, you have to respect your age. It's not like acknowledge, respect it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I'll just go buy a Ferrari and call it a crisis.
Exactly.
Oh man. Yeah,
martial arts club, all the old guys would just go and practice, and they said, you know what, we respect our age. We don't that's a good thing. I respected it.
I guess it's a good thing, but I don't know, man. I gotta get my mind used to not being all go all the time. I can go on 3 hours of sleep for a month. I'll be okay. but I can't. I really can't. It doesn't work
My
anymore.
days has gone, man.
Yeah. Well, 30 minutes in the hot tub, I gotta go sleep for 2 hours then. It's like that. Oh, man. Seriously, 10 days in Canada. I must have spent 6 of those days in the hot tub. Literally, cumulatively.
I tried to help you, man. But
You were
I was
saying-
I was pretty wrecked for a week when I got back too. So
Shit.
finally feeling normal this week.
Okay, good. You guys are normal. That's good. Yeah, I'm barely normal. I don't even know. Oh man. Not even paying attention to the market. What's going on here? Yeah, Apple looks good, man. Anyone catch this Apple short? Yeah. Somebody catch it. I can't catch it. I'm all in these other ones. Actually, I should have stopped out by now. Spy and Tesla. Oof. Whoa. Keep stopping out today. What's wrong with me? Yeah, so I have one position open. That is AMD. Oh, there we go. That's good. I can open different positions. Let's see. AMD's on. The others are, yeah, stopped. Just gotta get 1 or 2 trades to work. What the hell? That's all right. Tomorrow's another day. Apple. Apple is so interesting. I can't short it. It's not where I would go short. If you look at Apple, guys, I like the short, as in I think it's looking good to go down. But for the way I want to trade, I want to enter up at this level, go down to the next. So on a 1 minute chart, if it really comes back to 207, rejects, that could be fun. Could do that. If you look at the SPY, so it's hardly been 45 minutes today. I mean, the day has only begun. There's so many opportunities coming. But if you look at it, really, this is the choppy zone. It's been choppy. It's probably gonna be choppy inside here. So just looking to catch a breakout, either down or up. I think I tried catching it up twice today, or 3 times. Got stopped. Once it gets away from here, either direction, I think there's a lot of fun to be had. It's one of those days. You know, I've seen this so many times where it just consolidates for the first 2 hours, 3 hours of the day, and then once it breaks later, you have a big runner for the second half of the day, and these are huge. I mean, all the bigger trades I've taken have been in that time frame. I usually put on the bigger size later, so let's see if we get that today. Apple, AMD, NVIDIA, Tesla. Come on. Yeah. So anyone catch anything good today? I haven't caught anything yet. A few stops.
I got a long on Baba.
Baba. Exotic. What's with Baba? Chinese news?
I was just in a good spot. It's kind of trading against the market, so maybe a nice run higher.
Nice. Just the way to go.
That's it so far, though.
Yeah. Has anything else worked nicely?
Yeah, only for me was Meta in the beginning, so I just shorted. I just bought some puts. It was really good, and then I just get most of my profit back in other trades because none of them works. Yes, 60%.
Yeah, fair enough. Pretty crappy kind of action. Oddly enough, I mean, I have a bit of a history here with this style of trading, and it's gapping. Basically, patterns are broken. It's not as clean as usual. So you can see everything that I'm looking at has gapped, and basically everything is gapped today. And sure enough, I have a very low win rate today. It's like 0 for 10 or something. So that's one of those things in my trade book, at least.
I took it long from Tesla, but low of the day. But the level that I took was not the Fibonacci, the Avi8ors. It was the pre-market low.
You got to dump that pre-market low, buddy. Get back to Avinacci. Cool, man. You got that. Nailed it. Pre-market low. Good.
Yeah.
If that's what you got working for you, let it run. Gotta let it run when it wants to run. I'm still working on moving away from, well, not really moving away, but moving towards more and more liquidity. That's my biggest priority, more than anything else right now. I'm trying to figure that out this quarter. Where do I need to look to not have trouble with liquidity? The SPY options are okay, but I've had trouble with them too. So futures are what I'm looking at. I may end up just going into the SPY futures, SPX futures. Liquidity is not a problem at all there. And then just abandon all these regular tickers in the next few months. But it's a slow process. Got to figure these things out. That really is the next kind of evolution in my trading that I'm looking at. So the last thing I want is to get stuck in these options positions on something like Apple and unable to liquidate. And that's happened. So another 10 minutes or so to go, guys. Let me know if there's anything on your minds. And then again, 11 a.m. today, in about 30 minutes, I'll be in the webinar room in BBT, doing some mentorship in there. So come have some fun. Oh, man, it's going to be a slow night, huh?
Yeah, they said Trump gonna talk on 11 o'clock today. And
You said what, sorry?
Trump gonna talk today, so I don't know what is the topic, but whenever he says something, market will move.
Fun.
Yeah, it's just like
So I'll tell you what, dude, buy a lot of SPY calls and puts, put stops in place. One of them's going to stop out, the other one's going to run. That's it. Here's your 50% win rate, which is very, very good. Go out of the money on both of them, of course. Load up volatility. Oof, that's $1 million trade right there. Should plan trades like that. I've been in those positions before where I've bought calls and puts on the same instrument at the same time. And what you need is really excess volatility. You need a massive move quickly, which is, as you said, when Trump talks, then you get that kind of situation. There's people who do that, and I don't know. I haven't done it enough to know what it is really, but it could be good. What's this? SPY, what the hell does it want? Look at this thing. This 30-minute candles are like looking at screenshots, huh? Might as well go to the hot tub for 30 minutes, come back and check it out. Then just do that every 30 minutes and you'll be fine. Otherwise, you just sit and wait for every 30-minute interval. What really happened? We had we had the big bearish move, big double bottom last week. It looks like very bullish. When was that? Middle of last week. Choppy gap up. Yeah, just looking at this chart, kind of makes sense that the SPY would be stuck as long as it's in this area. Once it hits 550 and up, then you got a chance to run. Basically, that big resistance in this area. Below that, all the way down to 520, it's just messy. Kind of what this chart looks like. That's a bigger picture perspective. Still, within the 1-minute chart, there's opportunities everywhere. See this one here?
Good morning, Avi.
Morning, how you doing?
Everything good, Avi. Avi, one question. When you enter a position in any stock, don't you ever look at SPY for correlation? You just trade that stock, I mean your option, but without looking at the SPY. It doesn't matter for you if SPY is falling and you take along in let's say Tesla.
Yeah, I don't look for correlation. That just confuses me. I've tried that many times, and I haven't found any reliable indications with that. And I always get messed up and mixed up, and then I take the wrong position, or I should have taken a position that I didn't take. And so basically, for my trading to be more accurate in the way I perceive things, I need to just pay attention to what I'm trading, and that's it. Forget all the other noise. It's very, very simple that way.
Nice.
If I'm looking at the SPY, it's only because I'm trading the SPY, nothing else, you know. So, yeah.
Thank you, Avi.
Sure. This is so tricky. How do you trade SPY? I used to trade this, guys. You see this range here in the pre-market and the breakout, and if it becomes a false breakout, you flip, you go short right over there at the open. So here's the breakout. You try and catch the bounce. If it didn't work, you stop out. But as soon as you stop out, now you're looking at this whole thing as a false breakout. So you're looking to go short, false breakout, short to the other level. I used to trade that 2 years ago. I don't anymore. Today that would have partially worked. I'm wondering if I should even think about bringing that back, but I know I've had enough trouble with that over the years. If you look at Apple, it was a much better example. Again, even on 30-minute, but you can see it on the 1 minute, it did a breakout, which turned out to be a false breakout. As soon as you identify the false breakout, try and find an entry down in this area below the level and go for the next level. You're basically playing inside the range. It's, I don't know. I used to trade that stuff. Haven't in quite a while now. False breakouts, false setups. There's a lot of those trades. There's what do you call failed patterns. It's a very powerful trade. Yeah, it was at a low win rate with that, so I stopped. All right, guys. If anyone's got nothing else on their minds, we'll end this one here, and we'll be in the webinar room in about 30 minutes in BBT. We'll have some fun. We'll listen to Trump and make a few jokes on him, of course. So make sure you'll come and say hi over there. We'll have a good time. Other than that,
Cover that. Have fun, guys.
Good job, Avi.
See you guys. Take it easy. Talk to you all soon.
Avi, just to make sure, is it the webinar room or is the main chat room that